All right. Damn. That was fucking stupid. How do I do that next time? We're back. I deleted that shit quick. Usually when I show the fucking thing, how do I show it without showing people's numbers? Good. I deleted it anyway, so. I deleted it anyway, so now you can't even rewind it, nothing. So, good to go. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. No, I just showed something I shouldn't have showed by mistake, so I had to restart it. Anyway, we're back. We're back. Let's get everybody back up in this bitch. And the alert went out. See? So sometimes the alert doesn't go out when I just like start a random stream, but just now it went out. No problem. No problem. All right, we're back. Yeah, Royce is my man. That's not funny. Seriously, don't do that shit. If anybody saw the number, I don't think you did because I deleted it very quickly, but don't do that shit. A nip slip. A nip slip. That's funny. Mr. Gumbo, my man. All right. He deserves for the glove. Mr. Gumbo. Thank you, sir. What up? Good. I never got your pick of Canelo Crawford. I mean, the pick of Canelo Crawford is so it was Canelo by a wide margin, right? But since I found out that Bud is walking around at 180, I just still can't. I can't. It's tough. He walks around 180, right? But he fought at 135. I don't believe that's a real weight. I believe that's just him lifting weights. I don't believe that's Canelo. What up? Yeah, Canelo UD for show. Canelo UD for show. For show. Buff Crawford going to make history. You really believe that? CJ, you really believe that? Well, let me tell you something. You're the one delusional, so you adjust. I'm going to use that on Tia tonight. I'm going to fuck her on purpose, get her mad, and then do that. And then say, sorry, and show her the video of you saying it. Why, Canelo? I hate using that cliche, like there's weight classes for a reason, so I don't say that, but I do say size matters. And I know that sounds... Tutti frutti! Actually, it doesn't even sound tutti frutti. You could be just saying, yeah, baby, size matters. You could be saying that to a girl, but it matters in boxing if you know how to use it. Damn, that sounded even more pornish. But if size matters when you know how to use it. There's bigger dudes who get fucked up because they're not utilizing their advantages. But if you utilize your advantage, size is an advantage. Now, Mike Tyson used his size. Now, remember, I'm saying size. I'm not even saying big or small. I'm saying size. Mike Tyson used his short stature, his size, as his advantage because he was able to come up and under because of his speed. Bud can't really use his smaller size. He doesn't fight like Tyson. You know, he can use his size to an advantage where Bud can try to stay on the outside and box, you know, use his lighter frame, you know, lighter in the ass, as Errol said years ago. But I think Canelo's just too big. I think Bud does not have the best defense. I think he catches punches too much as opposed to moving his head. I think he's going to get his shit lumped up like instant oatmeal if he tries to catch Canelo's punches. What happened? Nothing. Just had to restart real quick. Crawford been walking around 170. Nah, he just put out a video, Gumbo. 185. You didn't see it? Like 4 or 5 days ago? He took a picture of his scale. He's 185. So that's what we're talking about. Nah, you don't say pause because see, that's not pause. Talking about anything that's phallic or sexually related shouldn't be a pause. It should only be if it's implications towards a man. Saying, yo, size matters. I'm not saying size matters to other dudes. I'm not saying size matters if you love dudes and you know, like it's these pauses are people are way too liberal with their pauses. I'm just saying, man. Couldn't one make an argument that Crawford is more tactical than Canelo? Sure. You can. You absolutely can. Marco, I told you it was Padley. Yeah, you're right. 186. So yeah, it was like 185 point something. Is the fight going to be on Saturday night or Sunday morning? No, it's going to be Saturday morning, Clarissa. You're in Texas, right? So you're only an hour, right? What are you now? You're an hour behind me. You're 145. So it's going to be for you. You're an hour behind me, so it's going to be early for you. It's going to be probably like 10 a.m. The main event will probably start around 4 or 5 p.m. your time. Saturday. Mars is a dope name with the Z. Ladies say girth is a bit more important. Yeah. Too far. I don't play that pause game. It's childish. I'm with you. I don't use pause. Me too. Stupid. Matter of fact, well, Mr. Gumbo, I'm assuming because you're saying gumbo hot grease, maybe I'm being fucking stereotypical, but you're probably from the South. Am I wrong? But in New York, because we're about the same age, in New York, back in the day, we would actually do the opposite. We would say almost gay shit to emasculate dudes. Dude would be like, yeah, I'll you know, don't fuck with me, or I'll give something to you. I'll be like, yeah, I'll give you something. You better shut the fuck up. I'll give you these nuts. You know, we used to do that kind of shit. So that was we would bring pauses on purpose. Now it's flipped. Now you can't say anything that could be possibly considered. I don't even know anything. I literally said it before they announced your last live. Yeah, you were right. If y'all dudes think Bud gonna have power, strength, Triple G. Yeah, I don't think, based on the Madrimov fight, it did not have a great argument for his case, that Madrimov fight. Yeah, CJ's wilding out. 40 years old, talking about dicks in a room full of men. CJ be here talking about anything but boxing. Leave CJ alone. Mark, yes, I'm from Louisiana. I know about you from Trick. Oh, shit. I love Trick. It's my man. I went to Louisiana once, Mr. Gumbo. I went to New Orleans, as you guys say it. We say New Orleans, but you guys say New Orleans. And I got fucking food poisoning. Me and my wife. We went like 3 years ago. Some shitbag. God, what was the name of it? My wife remembers. It was there in the Latin Quarter. Not Latin Quarter. French Quarter. Fuck's that strip, the famous strip called? Yeah, our hotel was right there. And the shit gave me food poisoning. I couldn't even see. We were there for like 2 days, and we just felt like we were just in the hotel the whole day because we were like sick. Ruined our whole trip. So never go to that place that I ate at. I don't remember it though. Some seafood joint. Bud going to be able to hit Canelo easier than Madrimov. That's true. But Bud will not hurt Canelo. It won't happen. It won't happen. And Canelo's going to keep coming forward. We'll see. New Orleans food is garbage. Come to Lafayette and get some. See? I should have known that. I should have known that. New Orleans was also mad dirty. Like, you know what it reminded me? Gumbo, you ever been to New York City? Like, I grew up there, right? It reminded me of Chinatown. Chinatown's mad dirty and everything's old. Like, the buildings are all old. Everything's old and dirty. That's what New Orleans reminded me of. I wasn't a fan. The architecture's cool. There's a lot of history and shit, but why do people of color get offended when bananas and watermelon? You trying to get me canceled, Pharaoh? You can't be making me respond to questions like that. You're trying to get me canceled on my own show. You're coming on my own show trying to get me canceled. That's what CJ does. Thought you guys were my boys trying to get me canceled. I don't know. I'm not even answering that. You tell me. It's funny, all of a sudden, Madrimov better than a 4 division. He's not better. You're an idiot for asking that, being a black man. I think he's just joking, Franklin. I don't think he's serious. I believe he is being facetious. But that's between you and him. I don't know what he meant. Crawford will have a jab consistently into the solar plexus of Canelo, into the solar plexus of Canelo to cause him to reset. That is a good game plan, actually. I'm not so sure he's going to do it, but that's a good game plan. It's a very good game plan. Damn, I had 45 people in here, and then I had to cancel. I had to restart, and now it's only 25. Low attention span, having motherfuckers. Eon probably had to go back to making his hay deliveries. Bananas and watermelon is good potassium and antioxidants. Kool-Aid has good riboflavin. What's that? What movie is that from? Come on, CJ, you should know this one. What's that on your lips? Is that lipstick? Nah, it's Kool-Aid. Great potassium and filled with riboflavin. What's that from? One of the dopest fucking movies ever. Bud eats right hands like it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, Madrimov was feeding him like an Uber Eats driver. Like both streams, word. Well, I erased the other one. I had to erase it because I don't want to be replaying it and possibly seeing. Bud going to be covering up on defense. Yeah, maybe. No, not Billy Madison. Yes. Beautiful. My man right here. Got it. Got it. Absolutely. That's when he the wife caught him in the hotel room, and so he was like in the drag, and he tried to take it off quick, but he forgot to remove the lipstick. She's like, "Is that lipstick?" He's like, "Nah, it's cherry Kool-Aid. It's filled with riboflavin." Which it is. I remember looking it up. I'm like, is there really riboflavin? And there is. I don't know what that does for you, but that was funny. Canelo does the same thing over and over. Bud will figure him out easily. What's he do? Let's hear this, Clarissa. Why don't you break it down for us? Why don't you break it down for us, Miss Thang? What's he do? Because I don't think he does the same thing, but maybe you'll teach me something. Let me hear it. I don't blame Bud for taking a year off. Madrimov gave him a hard fight. I don't think he was waiting a year. I think it's just everything trying to get lined up. It ended up being a year. Nah, click. Nah, man. I think fucking the Water Boy was dope. The Billy Madison, yeah, that was dope. White Chicks, I want them to make a second one. They're talking about it. I just saw Marlon Wayne saying that they're talking about it. They might even be starting. They're writing it now, as a matter of fact. Mad excited. What? CJ, what? You never see you never seen that?
Get the fuck out of here!
One of the funniest, dopest movies I've ever seen. That is Wayans Brothers' classic gold. Clarissa Puerto Rican? Nah, I believe she's black. I never asked her. I guess because she's from Texas, I'm assuming she's black. So there it goes. I'm doing it again. I'm sorry, guys. Let me hit myself with the button.
Oh, that's racist.
I don't know. Her last name is also sounds French, so it sounds like she's like Black Creole. That's what I'm guessing, but I don't know what she is. Low Down Dirty Shame was dope. Bud been fighting once a year for the past 6 years. Really? People talk a lot about Canelo's power, rightfully so. However, when is the last time he knocked an opponent out? Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant. That was like 3 years ago. But being that he only fights, once a year, twice a year. Happy Gilmore was dope. I saw Marlon Wayans live, and he's trying to make a sequel. Yeah, no, I know. I heard. I saw Marlon recently, and he said they're writing it. Canelo high guard, weather the storm, counter with precise placement and timing. Well, if you're right, that's what he does over and over. But the counter with precise placement and timing is what makes it not predictable, because he's placing the punches unpredictably. That's a part of having precise, effective punch placement. You're doing it not predictably. Canelo puts the high guard up, waiting to counter. Same jab followed by overhand right. He moves his head too, though. I could show you some videos. A lot of waist movement. Jab, pendulum, rear right hand, stepping jab, jab, feint, body, hook, body. That's a lot, Rico. You have like 7 different things in there. That's a lot. It's only going to be not effective if it's not much. That movie made Terry Crews his career. Might have. I'm from Louisiana. I'm not black. Okay. I'm worried about Canelo's fake, sneaky left hook to the body. Fake. But throwing it to the head. Oh, faking it to the body. Going, yeah, he does this. He goes. Does this a lot. He's here, and he goes like this, brings it down, and then comes up. And he goes low. Boom. But he stays low when he throws it. He goes down, goes low, brings it down, and then comes up high like that. That will fake out the opponents. Yep. Absolutely. I think Canelo changed a lot of things for this Bud fight. I just think he could, man. Canelo fades late. Later rounds will be a problem for Canelo, assuming Crawford lasts that long. That's how he got Berlanga. Yeah, exactly. And that's why he dropped Berlanga. Berlanga didn't expect it, because Berlanga was so much bigger than him. He was able to absorb the shots that he could just, when you brace for a shot, you could absorb it. Usually. Canelo is a Puerto Rican assassin. I mean, yeah, I guess so. But isn't some defensive wizard? I don't know exactly. I'm with you. I am with you. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Maybe he'll switch up too. Maybe Bud will switch up too. You know? People don't realize Canelo's skill level. That's what I'm saying. They think he just walks forward, hands up, eats shots, and then just throws hard punches. And that's all to it. Just like a dumb rope, like a trained dog. Like a trained dog. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Like, that's not all he does. There's levels to it, just like Tank. Tank doesn't just come at you throwing bombs. He sets traps. There's so many levels. Once Canelo eats Bud's power punches, he's going to walk Bud down, and Bud is going to not want anything to do with it. I think Bud's going to engage. Bud has heart, but he's just, What's up, Joseph? Crawford, okay. I think Bud's footwork will keep him out of danger. Most of the time, Canelo will trap him from time to time. Okay. There we go, my man. Look out. Look at me good. I'm Irish. You're a black man. What the fuck you talking about? You, my friend, are a black man. I grew up around a lot of black and Irish and Puerto Rican, Indian, all kinds of shit in New York City. And you're definitely not Irish. But appreciate the chat. Extra crispy 2-piece. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So, Where'd I put it? As always.
Thank you. Come again.
CJ, what up? Crawford rocks his hair like the 1970s, brother. Yeah, I don't like long hair on dudes. I don't like the Tank's long hair. I don't like long hair on dudes in general. I think it looks, but whatever. Marco, what kind of white people make gumbo? The black ones? Shaquille O'Neal is Irish. No, but okay. Hagler's going to walk Leonard down, and Leonard's going to want nothing to do with it. Okay. That's what they said before that fight. And it slightly was true. Leonard didn't want nothing to do with it. He would flurry and get the fuck out. But he happened to catch Hagler coming in and caught Hagler on his way out. That's the difference. So it's true. That's a true statement, but it's not true because it didn't help him win. I like that, though. Smash the like. Listen to this man. Canelo likes to take time off in rounds, so that gives Bud time to outthink Canelo. I like bald guys. What kind of mixer do you see for your drops? What kind of mixer do I use for my drops? It's something that's in StreamYard. It's a built-in thing in StreamYard, and you could just add your own sound effects. So I have to actually add whatever sound effects. So I have to find the sound effects and add them. And I have a lot, and that's why it's annoying. I got to scroll through some of them sometimes, so the timing's off. I'll try to do something funny or whatever, but then I got to scroll and find it, and it just kills it. But at this point, I know where most of them are. Mo Brains with the great analogy. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Low output of punches benefits Canelo. One of the reasons why I think David beats him. David's a whole different beast. David's way taller, way faster, durable, hits hard, willpower. Like, nah. All the advantages Canelo has over Bud, he has none of those over Benavidez. None of those. He might hit harder than Benavidez, like one punch power. And even that I'm questioning. Its chin might be better. Chin probably is better. But, Benavidez never been hurt. I think he went down once. This last fight, he went down officially, but not really. We all saw that was a punch that he hit him in the fucking shoulder. But they called it a knockdown, which is bullshit. The rules of boxing state that if somebody goes down as the punch is thrown, it's a knockdown. However, the punch has to fall within the scoring areas. The scoring areas are anywhere in the front of the face or in the body, not the shoulder, not the back of the head. Although sometimes if somebody comes in with their head and the punch lands there, it counts. So the back of the head sometimes is allowed, but the shoulder is never a scoring area. I use StreamYard, but didn't know that. I use Rodecaster Pro. Yeah, you go in StreamYard and you go in the media assets part of it, and that's where you can add sounds. You could add tons of sounds. Okay? So do me a favor and
open your fucking ears, jackass.
Just kidding. All right. What else we got? Damn, we had 45 people. Then when I had to restart it, we lost almost half of them. What are you going to do? Was Bo a dirty fighter who got karma against Galata? Yeah, we could do panel time. It's a good idea. I don't believe so. I don't think Bo was dirty. He just got fucked up by a better fighter. But one can argue that he was fucking up Bo before he went low. I don't think the low blows had anything to do with the viciousness of the beating. You know what I mean? I think Galata was just a better fighter. Stylistically, they didn't match up well. So I believe that's. I don't think it was karma. Right, hold on, let me get this chat in. All right. Pin the message. And let me get the banner going. Boom. Call-in time. All right. Marco, I finally tried the Waterloo drinks. Way better than LaCroix. I'm a believer now. Oh, this is LaCroix. See, I got LaCroix. We get different ones. It's suspect that Floyd's father didn't mention rescheduling the Shakur fight. He just said they could fight down the line. Good point. You would think, we'll do it next fight. We were ready. His dad's, he's a character. His dad's a character. We don't know what's going on. Where's Pops? He is a character for sure. Right, here we go. Mr. Alberto, what's up?
Yo, what's up, champ?
Chilling.
Just wanted to touch on the Shakur change of opponent. Yeah, like I was saying in the chat line, I think it's like I don't know. I feel like Shakur, we ain't seen him in there with somebody who really poses a threat. And I thought we were finally gonna get it with Kid Austin. Yeah, the dude he's fighting, I seen his record. He's like 16-2. He has like 4 knockouts, so it's like that's kind of Shakur's fight, like his style of opponents he likes to choose. Not much power.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna look good in there, but I don't know. I'm just not really a huge fan of that fight. To be
never
honest.
know, man. These are the fights that sometimes produce upsets. These last-minute replace. You know what I mean?
You think the guy's gonna give us a great show with like 3 days notice? I don't
Probably
know.
not, and he's not a hard puncher. So, I mean, to beat Shakur, but maybe he just boxes Shakur's socks off. That would be Shakur getting knocked out is something people would maybe expect, but him getting outboxed, that would be more of a like, what?
I think it's just gonna be like Barboza and Catterall. Like we're getting that again in the middle of a great card. So I'm
I
probably
believe. Yeah.
gonna try to get a nap in or order some pizza. I'm not watching that shit. I'm turning it off. But yeah, it's just gonna be like that. And I mean, hopefully, honestly, I want Shakur to lose just because I feel like he's such a diva. He thinks he's worth more than what he actually brings to the table.
I mean, I guess, like, yeah, but people love him. People think he's like, how many people say he's the greatest thing they've seen, and he's so like Sean Porter was talking about, like, oh, I could barely hit him, and they make it seem like he's this, like.
I think he befriends a lot of fighters so that they speak highly of him. Like I know he's in there with like Andre Ward's like his dad, and I think he has like a lot of friend groups so that they like push this propaganda like, oh, Shakur is like they want us to like him so bad, but it's like we naturally gravitate to who we like. Like no one's pushing for us to like certain fighters. We just like it because of the action they bring. That's why Shakur, what are we gonna like? He just runs around the ring for like 12 rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you.
But yeah, and then just going back to I think you guys were talking about Canelo and Bud.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Bud's gonna hit as hard as Triple G or any of Canelo's past opponents. And
It's unlikely, yeah.
And I think if he had the size and he truly felt he had the size to compete at those higher weight classes, he would have did it. I think this is just like a cash grab because now they have Turkey bankrolling these fantasy matchups that he's saying the right things because he's not going to be like, hey guys, I'm probably going to lose, but I'm getting paid the highest payday I've ever got.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to just get in there and he's just going to run around once he feels Canelo's power, and that'll be that.
I think he's going to put up a fight, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's hope we get there because Canelo has a fight before that he could lose. Probably won't, but he could.
Who would Skull?
Yeah, it's possible. It's boxing. Then what happens?
I think Skull he has no power either. I just don't see what he's going to present to Canelo. I don't think they'll give him a decision.
He could outbox him. Who knows? I'm just saying, you never know. I'm not like getting so set that this fight's even going to happen because I don't really like all these. Like same thing with Haney and Garcia. Like what are they doing? Why are they giving us fights in between to ruin the fight that we really want to see? Possibly ruin it at least.
I think they need it, Marco, because it's like Ryan doesn't live a boxing like disciplined life outside of the ring. So I think if they would have went straight into the Haney Garcia too, both them guys would have been kind of rusty because Garcia looks like he walks around like at 180, 170. And Haney, I mean, we got to see what's there. I think he's ruined, but I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. We will see.
All right, appreciate you, Marco.
Appreciate you. Peace. All right, we got Attorney Bailey. What up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you. What's going on?
And looking at the Shakur fight, but like most fighters today, and you're an old school guy like me because I watch your shorts and you put the great shorts on with the great old school fight.
Thank you.
They used to just fight back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They were fighters, and today it's about drama. It's about internet drama, who ducking, just silliness.
Mm-hmm.
But you have guys that just fought, and they let their management team do all the drama and stuff like this.
Yeah.
The fighters just, they didn't believe, they was just going in the ring and fighting. But the issue today is the fighters can't control their purses. And that's not a problem. It's something that we've always been pushing because the fighters were the ones getting screwed.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting screwed by the suit.
Yeah.
All right. But now the fighters are in control, and it's a culture that's taken over boxing, and the culture doesn't. Let me just say, the masses, people don't like the image that this culture is giving off. It's like this thug game. Instead of fighting,
right?
We want fighting. We want to see fights. And fights were popular since the gladiator days, since the Roman days.
That's true.
We want to see blood. Unfortunately, we want to see fighting.
Yeah.
But internet clicking and drama. So when Shakur called out the internet clicker and drama queen, they took it and were not prepared. They were not prepared. That guy was going to take a beating.
Yeah, probably.
And mentally, they knew it. They were not ready for the big stage. And De La Hoya was going to feed them, because De La Hoya is like, he's this guy, man, that he's a respectful guy because he has a great resume. And he fought back in the day. He should have known better than feed his young lion to this older, mature lion.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the dude was calling for it. Maybe he was pressing for the Shakur fight. Maybe that's why the fight happened.
But he knew that his fighter wasn't ready. And he knew his fighter wasn't even ready mentally. And it's now shown. Because you got Shakur, who just said, okay, you know what? I'm tired of this. And I think the top tier fighters like Tank, Shakur, Crawford, who earned their stripes, and now they can call their dollar and their money. And the kids that are, and the guys that are fans and not dedicated, diehard guys don't understand that it's not about drama, it's about skills. It's about skills of who's fighting and technique and putting them in the ring and find out who's the best on best. Yeah. That's why the NFL popular. Best on best. You get it every Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, that's the culture now. You're right. That's what it is. A lot of conspiracies and drama, but what can we do?
Yeah, and one more thing. At least Shakur tried, because he knows, and you know this guy. that if you're a special fighter and you don't fight, you're not battle ready.
Right.
So when you go to fight, you could get beat.
Mm-hmm.
You can get beat. And people only remember what happens that night on that day.
Yeah.
We know as in Mike Tyson when he fought Douglas kicked his ass.
Mm.
One night you can be a special fighter that gets beat, and Tyson wasn't sharp.
True.
So to secure his credit, he was trying to stay sharp against younger fighters. It reminds me, and you need to show this, Holmes versus Frazier, young Frazier. You
Holmes?
remember that fight?
Larry Holmes?
Yeah.
He never fought Frazier.
No, he fought his son.
Oh, Marvis. Oh, yeah.
And remember how you saying that he was ready and he was ready? Go Google that fight. That was a merciful beatdown.
I'm gonna do that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make a video on that. Appreciate you.
Do a
Appreciate
video on that. Was a merciless, and this what was gonna happen to Schofield. He knew it. His dad knew it, and he backed out.
Yep. Yeah, you might be right. Let me get to another caller. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in.
No problem. Thank you, man. Keep up the good shows.
All right. Thank you. Bruce. What's up, Bruce?
Yo, what up, Marco? What's good, man? What's good, chat?
There's that announcer voice. If I had Bruce's voice, I'd be famous. What's going on?
No doubt, no doubt. I'm gonna keep it quick, man. I just wanted to say, think about Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. If we go back to Amir Khan versus Canelo, I think it was that he got knocked out in the 6th round, maybe the 7th.
Yeah, I don't know round, but he got knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people thought, myself included, that he might have been winning a close fight to that point. So maybe Terrence Crawford takes some of what he was doing. You know, Amir Khan, he was on the move, but he wasn't running, right? And so, you know, he was really utilizing his boxing skills against Canelo till he just got caught. But I don't think that Terrence Crawford has necessarily the glass jaw that Amir Khan had, unfortunately. Amir Khan's a fighter I really like. He just, you know, he couldn't really take a punch at the elite level, I should say. But yeah, maybe Terrence Crawford takes a page out of that, because obviously we know he can't stand and trade power with Canelo. I don't think so, no matter what the scale says right now, right? But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if, you know, Khan was one of the fastest hands I've ever seen. He's top 10
Correct.
ever.
Yeah.
And I don't think Bud can, because that's what got, you know, it was just like, and he was out. Bud doesn't fight like that. So I don't know. This is gonna prove if Bud is the fighter that a lot of people think he is, which is that 1 in a trillion. Is he gonna come up with some game plan that we don't expect him? Because he can't fight Canelo like he's fought everybody else.
Correct.
So,
I just thought about one more thing before I go. Go
ahead.
No, I was gonna say, we know that Bud has that ability to be a quote unquote switch hitter, right? He can go from southpaw to orthodox and back. Do you believe that causes Canelo any difficulty trying to deal with that? Maybe that's something Bud employs during the fight.
Yes. It would pose a problem to anybody. Like, that's something that, you know, you didn't really see. Hagler did it, but not many people would just switch throughout the fight. So yeah, it'll pose a problem, but you know, he could probably adjust to it. I'm assuming his sparring for that fight will have a lot of dudes switching nonstop.
True.
You know?
True.
But no, it definitely poses. Yeah, it's just an added layer to deal with.
Right. All right. Good stuff. Thanks, Marco. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Peace out. Go to old Bruce. All right. So no more callers for now. I'm probably gonna just get off in like 10 minutes. No more callers for now. So let's go back to some topics. What do we got going on here in the chat? Bud is one of the best boxing minds in the sport, has been since Duran. Maybe. Seems that way. You know, going on a 7-8 year knockout streak. and being undefeated your whole career and never really having a fight that the Madrimov fight was close. I guess Bud won. I remember thinking Madrimov might have beat him, but I think I was hoping for the upset. But when I think about it logically, I guess Bud definitely won, but it was close. But Bud's never had a questionable fight. Floyd had a questionable fight. Calzaghe had a questionable fight. I don't know if Rocky Marciano had a questionable fight. I believe Ricardo Lopez had a questionable fight. I'm naming all the undefeated champions in history. Bud so far hasn't had a questionable fight. He's won all of them. Canelo just has the power and chin advantage. Bud has the advantages and everything else. Well, I think Canelo places his punches way... I think Canelo's punch placement is on the same level as Bud's. So I disagree with that. I believe his punch placement is on the same level. He places his punches very carefully. He sets traps. He's smart. So I'm not sure I agree with that. But, you know. Bud's last fight was 8-4. That's what was on the scorecards. I maybe had it 7-5. 8-4, 7-5. 7-5 is that's almost a draw. So no ethics does it. Jesus. That's partially, I believe, what the Muhammad Ali Act is supposed to do. But the act is such a loose pile of shit. Each state doesn't have to recognize it. It's left, a lot of interpretation is left in it. So no, there's nothing. That's why you need a league. You need a league, or you need federal governing of it. Maybe the government has to take over boxing. Otherwise, but then then there's a lot of issues with the government takes shit over. There's obviously corruption and all that shit. So I mean, Trump's a big boxing fan. I don't think he's going to do that though. A draw at best. Okay, I could have given it a draw. But that's a fight that so if we're saying it's a draw, that's a fight that Bud almost lost. So that gives him 1. Does Madrimov count for a fight that, okay, chat, tell me right now, please. Does Bud versus Madrimov, can you see, is there an argument for a draw? Is there an argument for a draw? Let's see. I'm going to see if Bud actually has that one, his Jose Luis Castillo to Mayweather fight. Is there an argument for a draw? I thought I saw one, but I got to watch it again. While you guys answer. The prep went good. The dude I'm talking to really thinks we're going to do it, so we'll see. No argument for a draw. No argument for a draw. I scored a 10-2? Holy shit. Mo. You didn't see Bud getting hit by straight left leads or right? I forget if he's a fucking southpaw or not. All night? He was getting hit with straight, I believe it was rights. All night. All night. You didn't see that? Like, I'm not saying he lost, but he got hit a lot. How could you not only give him 2 rounds? Okay. So I guess everybody thought Bud clearly won. Maybe because I've never seen Bud get hit that much. And then not knock somebody out. Like I saw Porter getting his ass a little bit. These dudes getting his ass, but then he stops them. So it almost like, who cares? He got in his ass, he got knocked out. This may because it ended in a decision and he was getting slapped up. A good amount. Maybe it just made me feel like he might have lost, even though he didn't. But anyway. All right, people, I am out. I will see you guys tonight around 10 p.m. Appreciate you. Peace.